Well, let's do some shout outs. I'll start. Anyone that's been here since 2013, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful ride you've been on.
He's sleeping.
I don't think anyone of this channel has been here since 2013. Maybe 2014. We might have a few of those. If you've been here for a while, haunt you. There you go. Anyone else here from 2014?
Ishvara.
Belle.
I couldn't
Was
get
it
enough stars.
14? I don't remember.
I think Belle was 2015.
I think so.
I actually knew Belle before I knew anyone here. I was in a guild. It was a teachers guild. It was it put our fun runs were more like hardcore than this guild. It was really laid back. That's where we met. Other shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to Magic Master for leading raid testing today.
Thank you. Just joined. It was a good time.
Good time was had by all.
Other shout outs?
Shout out to Leia for being an awesome social media lead.
Oh, thanks.
I want
to. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to shout out Jess for getting the banking set up on the Horde side so quickly, and for she'll have some promotions tonight for getting people ready to do banking on the Alliance side. The banking function here is so important, and it's fairly seamless, the transition that we've been going through. So thank you, Jess.
Oh, you're welcome.
I have a couple of people just shout out. First is Sari for continuing to help us tweak the new application system for recruitment. He's just always been available during these last couple of months and has worked really, really hard on it, and we appreciate all the work that he's done and he continues to do on it. Also want to give a shout out to Dagpool. He's been a real help to me with rating recruitment as we've had some increase in applications this month.
Well, me personally, I actually want to give a shout out to Sick and Hyman. They've actually put in a lot of work in getting this team organized and off the ground, and it just would not be possible without them.
Shout out to Kandaria and Wario for being so generous and using their own money to buy stuff to give away to people. It's been cool.
Can we give a shout out to Zappy Boy for bringing back Sarfang?
I wanted to shout out to Chai Tea. He donated several prizes to social media for us to increase our presence, and also to Bick, who donated some as well that we'll be using in the coming months.
Awesome. Any other shout outs?
Shout out to Alessandra and P Team. I Team and P Team got together for a Quick Pie Team to get an Argus achievement, and that we had been working on for a couple weeks, and it was fantastic. They were like, we're going on Argus right now, and we had 15 people on our raid, and we're like, hey, we have a couple that could join. And she was like, how many? And I was like, 15, and we ended up doing it.
It was fun too.
Team Pie, we need a logo.
I'd like to give one to Illy, and that's because in the coming months with BFA, we are going to have a number of really awesome prizes to give away, which hopefully will increase what we get. So thank you so much, Ellie.
Yay, you're welcome.
Where? Anyone else?
Yeah, I got a shout out to everybody that's on the Fury team right now. Officers have been seriously crunching to get some recruiting done. We've been smoking some content for how many new players we have. And as far as being an officer there, it's really nice to be a part of a corps where everybody's pitching in and recruiting and really getting their hands dirty to make this successful for BFA.
Right on. Well, let's. If you think of something you want to shout out for, feel free to do it while we're doing promotions. But do we have any promotions?
I have a number of them. For Wanderers, we have 2 promotions. We have Kiss, who is going to be our ranged lead, and DJ, who is going to be our melee lead. So we've got the 2 of them. And then I have a bunch for banking. The leads of the banking on the Alliance side are going to be Pixie and Bick. And so they will both get the Master of Coin rank. We've also got a number of people that are going to be farming for us. And I got to remember everybody's names. We've got Gnome Fun. We've got Nishalia. I probably said that horribly wrong. Another one I can't pronounce. Solfagin, Satrika. And those would be the ones that are going to be farming for us on that side. So they will also be promoted. Not to Master of Coin, but just to Templar.
Inri's not here, so I'll go ahead and do the ones for community coordination. I believe I can't remember what we handled last meeting, so I know for sure we have Chai Tea is now a community coordinator. If I missed you, I think that's it that I can remember. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I think that's it.
Yogi will be taking over as team lead for Leviathan.
And I have two team leads who were trialing and passed their trial in the last month. So Aisha was promoted to RE earlier this month as team lead of Fury. And Yuki was promoted, Yuki Arashi, the longer version of her name, was also promoted to RE as the team lead of Titan.
Speaking of Fury, Sick is our new ambassador, and he's great, so thank you for that.
Well, Sick and a lot of love tonight.
Oh, okay. I missed one. Okay, one for CC. There's another one. Ironstones is another one. And anybody else, I'm so sorry. We'll get you next month.
Wow.
Imperium has a few. Since Snow was demoted recently from my ambassador, I have been looking to find a new ambassador, and Silver Khan has stepped up into that role. He's been a pinnacle of our professionalism on our team, strong force for good, and an integral part of like all of our progression, growth, and Taurus. And I'm really happy to see him step up and take this on. He already holds a position of respect, but he deserved the title. We have All That Jazz stepping into a head specialist role and just sort of acting as a resource for Weak Aura development and for basically helping people with logs and helping us to work through logs more critically. I have two damage lead apprentices in Marin and Gyro for ranged and melee respectively. And they both shown great initiative and already starting to plan out how they're going to help our team. And finally, a raid leader, which is fantastic because now I'm delegating almost entirely in Luke, and he as well has been a quick, as somebody who has raid led before, has been a quick, very valuable addition to our team. And I'm looking forward to Old Year. Thanks to all of them.
Awesome. Other promotions or shout outs?
I got one for you. With Ali stepping down as the sponsorship lead and me taking over, I'm getting a new ambassador, and that's going to be Mercy for the sponsorship.
That's Mercy. No.
Ascension has a new ranged lead, and we will be promoting Captain, and he will be our new ranged lead.
Also with the recruitment sponsorship team, DJ has stepped up and he's now a Templar on the Horde side for sponsorship.
And on Sellswords, Asa Crusader, or Dawn Crusader, as he's been raiding on lately, has stepped down from ambassador, and he's going to be Templar and healing lead on the team. He thinks he can go to medical school and do that, and well, we'll see. And Al Knight, or Al Walker, has stepped up as raid lead for the team and has been promoted to ambassador. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight.
All right. Any last shout outs or promotions? Going one. Going twice.
Well,
yeah, Aisha, you rock. I treasure your friendship.
What?
What?
I heard I treasure your friendship, and that's all that matters, right?
Something like that.
That was a shout out. Death Hope is going to be AB of D team. I'm reading chat for once in my life. All right, well, I have to tell you, when we first started doing the shout outs, I was like pulling teeth to get people to say anything, and promotions, it was like, I don't know. It's just really exciting to hear you guys all thank each other, show each other the love, and hearing all the people really grabbing the bull by the horn, so to speak, into BFA and getting ready to, you know, take this community to new heights. That's exciting too. So thank you for everyone that is stepping up. And thank you to everyone that is showing gratitude and appreciation. That is super important for a community to do. They did this big study, and they studied like people that had been married for 50 years or something like that. And they actually couldn't find it. They had to do it a second time. But the thing they found is that if the couple said thank you to each other on a regular basis, and it wasn't just married people, it was happily married. They had to check that they were happily married and why. So I want to encourage you as we move forward to not forget to say thank you. So thank you for saying thank you.
How long have people been doing shout outs for? Just wondering.
I can't remember. We've redone the meeting
We
format
started it
thing for a long time.
last January, I think.
Really what it was like people are always coming late. So I'm like, we got to do something to kind of like burn some time. And it's like a good like idea thing to do, right? Like I've had other meetings that would do that. But let's move on to the State of the Guild. We're already 15 minutes in here, and we got I don't know how much we got to talk about. So it's funny that I'm doing the State of the Guild because you know, the cat's out of the bag. I'm retiring, so to speak. But I've intentionally been a little bit away. I'm like finding out that I have muscles I didn't think were there because they're sore in the morning because I'm working on my house and trimming trees and painting. And well, I'm not painting, my wife's painting. I won't give you the list of things, but I just bought a house. So, oh yeah, dodging fires. I just had a fire. It's still super smoky here. That was exciting. But so I haven't been on a lot, but I have been talking with various people, et cetera, et cetera. But I might be around a little more. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what my new role is going forward. But I'm clearly not the one that is in touch to say what the State of the Guild is in terms of the in and out daily stuff that's going on right now. But I do have a little bit of perspective on history and why we're here. And the first thing I want to say in a token to express some gratitude is thank you for making my dream become a reality. When I started off and I was talking about 3 teams and this, that, and the other thing, right? I mean, most people, they mocked me. They thought it was impossible. You know, make the world a better place. It is cheesy, but it's like, that was my dream. And I feel like I've been able to accomplish that. I feel like I've been able to make the world a better place, that we have been able to make the world a better place by playing a video game and being respectful and kind to each other in an atmosphere, gaming culture that often is not that way. So, you know, we never know if there was someone that was going to log off for the last time and go take care of being alive or what. Like you never really know. But creating a respectful atmosphere where people can raid and have a good time and removing that toxic element from the culture, it was a dream, and I'm so thankful that it's been accomplished and will continue to be accomplished. And it means the world to me that people were willing to invest in something I believed in. And hopefully you have all felt that, whether directly or indirectly, I've been investing in something you wanted to accomplish as well. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. And I 100% believe that we will accomplish even greater things, that, you know, we'll be on the front page of MMO Champion, all that kind of stuff. If that's what we want to go for, I think we can do it. I think we're going to keep making the world a better place. And, you know, the difference between our guild and most of the other guilds out there is most of the other guilds, they're focused on killing a boss. They're focused on recruiting one more person. They're focused on these finite little things that in the big picture don't really matter that big or don't matter that much. But when you keep your eyes on something bigger, it creates a culture where you get past some of the things that are going to take some other guilds out, so to speak, right? So keep your eyes on making the world a better place. Challenge yourself every day. Every time you log in, what can I do, right? And this is what I'm talking about, just saying something nice to someone, letting something go, forgiving someone for something they said. So I do want to talk a little bit about the pass off. So I'm going to promote Snowmantle when I'm done talking here to the GM of EK. The other GMs have already been established, but I just want to once again thank him, and I gave him a whole thank you last time, but it really is a lot of mentally and emotionally grueling work trying to figure out how to make all these parts work together, how to bring your best and have the people and the expectations of this community weighing on them. And it's something where you won't do it perfect. I have had a lot of successes, but I've had a lot of failures, and the people that have, there's no one here that was here when I started, right? Like there's no one here from 2013. There's a few people here from 2014. So obviously, this hasn't been perfect. This has been a bumpy ride. I can guarantee you, you can't guarantee much in life, but I can guarantee you the new leadership will make mistakes just like I did. And I truly hope that you can support them and forgive them even when they make mistakes, right? When they start a team in the wrong time or whatever they do, right? You're always going to have the ability to nitpick and find flaws in the system. And I really want to encourage you to support the new leadership, believe in the new leadership, don't expect them to be perfect. And when they're not perfect, give them a chance to figure it out and fix it. And when you see them making mistakes, everyone has blind spots. Go to them respectfully and talk to them. They'll listen to you. They'll take it in. You might not get what you want out of it, right? But they will listen to you. So I just want to encourage you to both believe in them, to give them a chance, to forgive them when they mess up, and to support them the way you supported me. So with that, see if I can figure out how to do this. Is it /G disband? Is that how you?
It's / she quit.
What happens if I do just G quit?
Oh
It will
God.
go to the next person below it.
All
Won't
right.
let you. No, it won't let him.
Congratulations. Oh yeah, because it would. Anyway, congratulations, Snowmantle. I now get to ride off into the sunset. You see my little avatar walking away with my bag, but I will still be around at the pleasure of the GMs if they need some advice or something. I can talk to them, and I'll try to start like a Titan type team or something. I don't know, like a day a week. But it's really been a privilege and an honor to be here and do what I've done. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm excited, truly, truly excited to see where you guys take this, because I fully expect bigger, better, awesome things. And I'm sure there's going to be some falling out and some shifting and some weird things as we all kind of figure out how the new dynamic's working. But it's cool to have started something, and now I get to step back and be part of something and support it in a different way.
Snow, do it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you going to actually play now, Zate?
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do a thing.
Yes!
There it is.
Nice.
Blizzard broke it. Stockade is not a mean rank any mate.
Kick him. Kick him.
Oh, that would be me.
I offered Snow a hefty amount of gold, and she wouldn't do it.
Hey, we at least got her to do the stockade.
It's because Snow has character.
And just charge it for like an auction mount.
All right. Well, since I am still running this meeting, the next person up is Snow on the status of EKA.
Well, a couple things that I wanted to do first, because we did miss one of our promotions, and that was Kylie to recruitment chancellor. So I would like to take care of that now.
Hey.
If I can find her in here.
Thank you. Thank
Yay,
you.
Kylie.
You get the cool purple name too in Discord.
Congrats, Kai.
And I did want to just say a little something before I got into the State of the Guild meeting, because this EK has become my new home. Before I came here, it seemed like every 6 months I was having to find a new guild because my team disappeared. My friends, all decided to quit playing the game because they were bored. I even left a team once because I didn't like the environment. And it was just frustrating. Every time I thought I had found a home, there just weren't the numbers there to Mythic Raid. So a friend of mine, when it became obvious I was going to have to leave my current team, a friend of mine that was on the same team found EK, and we became part of a guild merger. And it was just so different finding myself in an environment where there were so many opportunities to raid, and I could go on an open run and not worry about someone yelling at me for standing in the fire, and not having to go out there and try to pug runs to get my normal or heroic run on maybe an alt. And I found a bunch of people to run Mythic Plus Dungeons with. And all of this was just some really great experiences I had in the guild early on. Being able to join a group where I was confident that I wasn't going to get ridiculed for making mistakes really inspired me to become a better player. And for that, I am forever grateful to what Zate has built. And I am, really excited about the opportunity to continue in his footsteps and to be able to continue to keep an environment where people can play the game and be able to do it without fear of being yelled at for various things. And I really want to continue to encourage communication and collaboration between our teams and between individuals in the guild. And I know, as Zate mentioned, the tagline that we have used before, I know it sounds cheesy, making the world a better place, but even just, some of the simple things we do are important to me because it makes it a place where myself, my friends, even people that I don't yet know can all be comfortable playing this game with one another. So I want to thank everyone here for providing that environment and being a part of it. So with that said, I will move on to the State of the Kingdom, which basically most of the raid teams have wound down. I really only had a couple things of note that people wanted me to talk about. I wanted to say congrats to Fury for getting CE after their rebuild. I believe they got it pretty close to when it was going away, and I wanted to congratulate iTeam on getting down Agrimar. And also, if you guys are not aware, Dreadnought or D Team decided to change their name to Destiny, and as mentioned earlier, they have a new ambassador. So, and that's all I have to say for now.
Thought you had the Zate syndrome already, Snow. Gonna be just keep rambling for forever.
Thanks.
No, yeah.
It's
That was a good speech.
People love me
huge
for that ramble. You
about
ramble
not-
all you want. No.
What was that all about? The huge speech about not getting knocked for standing in fire and having a great time, and then you come in, you just smash it all down.
All right. Henry's not here.
I
Is someone
have
gonna
the
do?
stuff. I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I was
Go ahead.
gonna post her notes. I mean, normally Henry doesn't really go through all this stuff because it's a lot. So I'll just post this now. So you can go through and read them. I guess the one major thing to talk about is that a lot of our fun runs are currently on hiatus just because burnout. They will pick back up starting with the expansion. We'll announce that and update the calendar accordingly. And other than that, take a look at the notes and that's it.
I did forget to mention that there might be a heroic team in the works. We're still working on getting those details solidified, but it would be a weekday heroic team, probably 2 nights a week.
All right. Next up is Sin.
Oh, is it my turn already?
Oh, the enemy's turn.
Right.
Hopefully Leia doesn't make fun of me for my crappy microphone. Horde State, we are stabilizing on Area 52. We have, thanks to the hard work of Jess and Belle and the banking team, banking has been fully set up on Horde side. We expect mats and provisions to be provided to raid teams by the first tier. We also will have, oh my god, Discord stop. Okay, sorry guys. We will also have a new Mythic team on Horde side. I would like to officially welcome Ben, aka Taryn, however I pronounce, however you pronounce your name.
Yep.
He will be leading the new Mythic team on Horde side. Team in for Nocturne. If he wants to give a quick spiel about his team and the times and days, go ahead.
Hey, thank you so much to Sin and to Snow and to Zate and to everybody who has taken a leap of faith and given me this opportunity. I am so excited and thankful to have the chance to expand our presence Horde side and to bring some people who I know will be fantastic additions to this community into the fold. And I just to give a little brief sort of synopsis for me, I joined back in April as a mercenary, as a 10 of 11 Mythic Raider who just couldn't find something that fit because I've got this weird niche schedule of being an actor with this dream of being able to create a new team within this amazing community and to be able to basically, reinforce what this place is about and to put that out into the universe and to just expand upon it. And so I'm just so thankful for the opportunity and super excited to do so. And so Nocturne is a mythic guild or a mythic team. I'm sorry, rating Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. From 8:30 p.m. PST to 11. So it's late night for EST, 7.5 hours a week, tight schedule, but still wanting to get cutting edge and to push into really competitive top 300 US team rankings despite our limited raid time with really dedicated and talented players. And so that's our goal. And I think we're going to do it with the amazing opportunities that this place allows us to have. So thank you, Sin and Snow and Zayd and everybody. And yeah, we're just really all super excited. So thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Also, point of order, I've held off on a couple of days because I still see a lot of in there. This is your final day and the last warning for if people have alts and EK Horde that are not on a roster team or are not properly tagged. If you do not move out by tonight, you will be removed from EK Horde. If you do not move into Endless Kingdom or Alternal Kingdom on the Horde side, I'm sorry, you're going to get purged. And I am probably going to enjoy doing it as well. So
don't worry, you'll get a nice note from Kaylee though.
Probably.
You will.
Also, Wanderers is currently our only heroic team on the Horde side, and I believe their roster is looking fairly full at the moment. We're floating around the idea of starting up a second heroic team on the Horde side. If anybody is interested that would like to run it or has any thoughts or ideas, you can come to me and we will discuss that as we go forward. Preferably like to get it set up before the tier starts, but you know how crazy that is. We are also less than 2 weeks away from launch, so I would like everyone to get hyped up and excited about BFA. I know no one likes content drought and everyone's been taking a break, but I look forward to seeing everyone else back online and letting the craziness ensue of having an entire guild on 2 different servers now, which doesn't really happen normally.
For the
I
Alliance.
look forward to seeing you dead when I enable war mode.
I look forward
For the
to seeing
Alliance.
fellow EKers out in world mode.
We're gonna have some fun events. Have a big guild brawl. It'll be great.
It will be great. I'm gonna hide because everyone's gonna come after me. And I'll need help from my Horde friends. But that's it for the state of Horde side. Everything is set and stable. Ranks are set up. Banking is set up. Every team that is wanted to move over has officially moved over. Please remember to move out if you haven't yet, if you're not on a team. And I'll stop rambling now and we can continue on with this meeting.
Oh, and Ben, I'll get your tab on the Horde side set up here soon.
Thank you. You're the best, Jess. Thank you.
Awesome. ENKH Bell.
Okay, to tag on to what Sin just said, if you need to move your tune to either AK or ENKH, put a note in the alt invites channel and make it clear who you are, who your alt is, where you need to go. That channel is working really well. There's people who actually have it flagged to alert them when somebody posts in it. So that is the place to go. And if you're moving an alt, also let them know what guild your main is in. And with that, I want to post the guild notes thing. Hang on. So we have a certain way we tag people in the guilds, and if you're curious about your guild note, you can see here what it means. If you're a Templar or above and you're helping move tunes over, please use this as your guide. We give out surveys to social members after they've been in the guild for a little while, and we got 3 back this last month, positive feedback on all of them. If you're relatively new to the guild and you haven't received a survey yet, be on the lookout for it. We really appreciate the feedback we get from those. People have ideas that we implement. People have questions that we answer. It's just a really good channel of communication to support you as you get started in the guild. I also like to encourage everybody to run content with our social members, especially our new people, and get to know them. Last item I have on my list of things to talk about is Greenwall. With the patch, with the pre-patch, a lot of people turned off add-ons and have been turning them back on one at a time and have forgotten to turn on Greenwall. So make sure you have Greenwall active as an add-on on your tune. I miss a lot of conversations when I'm over in Endless Kingdom, and it's just not cool. I like to see what's going on. So in Endless Kingdom, Horde has been getting set up. We have some new social members there, and we have a good structure of leadership over there to help support all of those people. We expect BFA to bring a lot more social members. So like I said, run content with them, get to know them. Some of them will be looking for a raid team in the future, and they need to get tied into the guild. Thank you. That's all I've got.
Thanks,
So
Mel.
cute.
And Henry's not here. We already covered that stuff. Unless I don't think there's anything else, is there?
Kai needs to
Hi, yeah, for recruitment.
report on recruitment.
I'm just saying for Henry stuff though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you're next, Kai. Recruitment.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first of all, for sponsorship, I also want to announce that we have another person who is currently trialing as Templar, and that's Akuma on the Horde side. So we're very grateful to have all the people that did express interest to help us on the Horde side, and just glad that we have these guys on board to help us. Allie did a fantastic job creating a sponsorship social team guide, and this is just to help ensure that we have consistent procedures that are plain for all of our new Templars, as well as the team as a whole as to how to bring in new members. And she did a great, she put in a lot of time and effort with that, so we really appreciate that. We processed 17 applicants for Endless Kingdom in July. There are a couple of things with that. First of all, for the launch of BFA, we are going to close in sponsorship any application that is older than 2 weeks who have not contacted the sponsorship team. Currently, we have over 15 applications that are at least 2 weeks old. The reason they're not in the guild yet is simply that they have the people have not been in contact with sponsorship. Please remember that it's not the responsibility of the sponsorship team to hunt down applicants and their sponsors. We do have a sponsorship channel in Discord for that reason. Allie has pinned instructions there for what exactly you're to do as a sponsor. So if you're in here and you are either a current or future sponsor, please check that out and get in touch with the sponsorship team now if you have someone who has an application in. I think that's it for sponsorships. So let's go to rating. For rating, please keep an eye on the Help Wanted posting channel. I am going to be posting a position soon for rating. I do need some more help with helping get future EK raters in with us. So please keep an eye on that. When it comes up, it'll list like requirements and what's expected. If you're interested, please reach out to me. We do have a new guild merge that came in July. A total of 12 members from Menthol. They're from Staghelm and Azure Mist servers. They've either already joined us or they will be joining us within the next couple of weeks. Of those 12 people, we have 4 that are already trialing or in a mercenary position. We do still have 8 that are looking for a team. So team leads, please check them out on the Guild Merger tab. Also, if you just happen to see them in Guild, please give them a warm welcome. It's very overwhelming coming in and seeing all these people that you don't know, so just please keep an eye out. We did have 136 total apps in July. This is up from 116 in June. 69 are trialing currently. 2 have come into the Guild as mercenaries, and 44 are still open. So please.
How many?
44.
I'm sorry. How many in July came in?
136.
136, thanks.
Yeah. So we do still have 44 open. So team leads and officers, please check if the person is not noted as trialing. Just double check and see if you're interested. And even if you're not, please put your team's initial in the not interest. My goal right now is to just try to find a place for each of those people. If not with your team, then hopefully we can find another team that will fit them or come in as a mercenary. Last but not least, if you don't have a recruitment post up for the forums and you'd like to, please contact Erin. I'm putting her Discord in the guild notes, so you'll see that. She's one of the recruitment team's Templars, and she'll be happy to get you set up with that. We do have 2 thread bumpers on the recruitment team who will be helping ensure that your posts stay visible. So that's it for recruitment.
Awesome. A lot going on, and trust me, we can make this go another hour if we start doing all the updates from the various areas, I'm sure. I added something because there's something I wanted to comment on, and so it's under additional items. So from time to time, I'd talk about different pillars, and the pillars I've always talked about were the collaboration pillar and the professionalism pillar, because those always seemed to be an area that we needed to work on. And we don't have those perfect by any means, right? Like we need to keep working on those areas. But I feel like, you know, just through the hard work and the atmosphere we've built here, we do have great collaboration. I know like Henry and Zebu aren't here, but the communication just from all the different channels have been rearranged. You know, like that kind of stuff is great, and it helps us talk and interact with each other and make sure people are getting moved to the right community and all that. You know, hearing teams are running together, we're doing a really, really great job at that. And it's been so exciting. And one of the things when I started off this community, I really pushed that progression pillar, and it cost us on the other 2. And, you know, if you were here, what was it, 2 years ago, something, we lost teams, right? And the gist of it is they basically, and we've lost teams a few months ago too. And the idea was they kind of want to push for progression more than anything else. And that was kind of like the most important thing to them. And we've always wanted to, for our community to thrive and work well, we need to have that balance. But I do want to highlight the progression pillar, because at this point, I would love to have, we don't have a top 100 US team, right? Let alone a top 20. And I was hoping at that point when I had started the guild that we'd have teams like that. And it's not a knock on anyone. It's just, we had to stop and focus on what was the most important thing, and developing good relationships and interactions between, you know, key officers and stuff like that. That was important. I think we have that now. And I'm really, really hoping that there's some people here that are willing to push. And it's really hard because when you get up into those top ranks, there's people that the only thing they care about is progression. And then you get back to, well, if the boss doesn't die, then I don't care about you and I don't care about this game, right? So it's really hard to have those top tier teams because it's a different mindset. But I really do think that with the groups we have and the leadership we have and the new people that are going to be coming in, we can put together top 100 teams. And if the team really wants to shoot for a top 20 team, I'd also love to see a PvP team. You know, you can't change the world if you don't get outside your comfort zone. And some of those things are going to be tough to do, and some of them aren't going to feel great, especially if it's like some other team's going to upshoot your team or whatever, right? But I really think that as a community, my goal was always, right, whether you log in once a month, and I don't undervalue, I mean, I am a casual player at this point, right? I mean, we have buffed up that. Henry's done a great job with community stuff, and you know, the recruitment team, you know, for sponsorship. You hear all the stuff they're doing. We've done a really good job there, and that's really important because it adds a lot of stability and strength to the community. But we don't have that high-end rater. So if I want a high-end rate, I want to rate in a top 50 team. I can't do it in this community. And I hope over the next couple of years that changes, that people are willing to really step up and push and go for that progression, and that you guys are willing to do the research and get involved, whether you're rating, you know, twice a week or whatever, that you're really pushing yourselves to perform at the highest level for yourself first, and for your team second, and for this community third. But that was a thought, because I've in all my years, I've never like focused on the progression pillar like in a comment like this. I've always done the other two. So that's one of those things I wanted to leave you. Like I said, I really truly believe that we're going to do bigger and better things when I'm gone. And that means in all the pillars, right? And all the different ways that we can grow and reach new heights as a community. I know it's all possible. I know it's going to take hard work, and it won't be easy, and it'll take us getting outside our comfort zone and taking risk and all that. But when we work together, we trust each other, and we have a community of support that believes in us, you can change the world. That's my last hurrah. Unless someone else has a comment or a thought. I'm getting heat in officer chat for ranting and mumbling and blah, blah, blah. You guys are going to miss my charismatic speeches.
Yeah, how else am I going to catch up on naps at 10:45 at night?
I'm going to take my soapbox. I'm never going to come now.
Who am I going to give my kings to?
Well, I'll be around at guild meetings and stuff. It'll be great. I'll be in a meeting and I won't say anything, and they'll be like short, you know. It's
you'll still talk.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll be the day.
You'll still talk.
Okay, well, with that said, once again, thank you for being here. This was my last meeting ever, probably, to officiate. But I don't know. I get goosebumps and chills thinking about where we're going to go, and it's just been a tremendous privilege. So thank you all for making my life better and more enjoyable. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. With
Real
that,
quick, I feel like
oh, yeah.
I feel like someone should say this. I feel like we should thank you, Zate, because we wouldn't have this community without you.
Thank you for thanking me.
Thank you.
So Zate, now that you have all this free time, when are you starting your heroic team?
Free time. No, I'm gonna. Well, for those of you that don't know, I'm running for city council, which I'm like officially on the ballot now. Like I got all my signatures and other things you have to do. But in November, if I lose, then I will have more free time. If I win, then I'll be jumping off that cliff and figuring out how to land or fly or something. But
yeah, you could run a
I don't
team
know.
from there.
I'm not going to commit to anything, but you know, I would love to at least raid once a week and maybe actually like raid, like lead again and stuff like that. I know it's a dangerous thought, but
Zaid, quick question. Are you Alliance or Horde?
I am Alliance currently, although I should get off my butt and get a Horde team. I got my 110, I'll make a Horde, but right now I've always been Alliance because I'm a Care Bear. Did you hear my hunting stories at the start?
Yes, we did.
I kid. I'm just gonna sit around here in silence. See, when no one's talking, I feel like I have to talk. I think you guys are gonna be here for another hour. No, thanks.
Is the meeting adjourned?
Yeah, you can. I think we can stop unless someone else has anything to say. I think we can stop the meeting and go about our daily routines, whatever we're doing.
You're gonna be a great city councilman, Zate.
So the meeting's over. Let the retirement party begin.